Disparate Worlds, where an irresistible force meets an immovable object. I'm Mox, and this is Sechari, and we are comparing and contrasting the worlds of Pantheon, Rise of the Fallen, and Ashes of Creation.
Hello!
Hello there,
Yes.
Mrs. Sechari.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I'd be funny. It wasn't very funny, I think. Maybe Mrs. Doubtfire saved
That's
us.
the normal case, though.
All right.
Situation normal.
Hey. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Hey, I'm a try-hard, as they say, right?
Oh, no, don't say that. They just suffered, like, the bad setback.
All right. All right. Okay, so here, let's get serious on this,
No.
Mox.
All right, fine.
Right. Welcome to another episode, everybody, of Disparate Worlds, where we are actually doing no such thing. Namely, comparing and contrasting the worlds of Pantheon and Ashes.
Right.
At least not for this episode.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, like and subscribe. Let's throw that out there. You know the drill. Please, we'd love it if you would help us against YouTube's algorithm. And we will proceed right into it. This episode, we're going to cover actually nothing to do with the games. We're going to be talking a little bit about some changes that we would like to make to our channel and the different kinds of content that we offer. So,
Right.
hopefully we'll have some good things coming. So we're going to get right into it. We're not going to belabor as we do. Let's go, Mox.
As you belabor.
As I belabor.
All right, so currently our format is one pronged, like it's like a stick, and we're gonna kind of turn into a what's that called, a trident, I think is where we're headed,
Or like a fork.
or a fork. Well, forks have four tines, so a trident's much more
Like
appropriate.
a cake fork.
I like cake. Cakes have layers.
You said belaboring.
So currently we have this talking heads format where we talk back and forth, we make bad jokes, and we discuss the games. And we love that. Yes. And that is not going away in any way, shape, or form. We will still be covering Pantheon's monthly producers letters, the development live streams, the Parting the Veil live streams on the Pantheon side, and on the Ashes side, the dev update live streams there, and also any updates that come from the studio, usually in the form of Steven late night leaking something he's not supposed to.
Indeed.
And right now we're putting out about 4 episodes a month doing that, and that's what we were doing before we took our extended break. But what we realize is that it's a hard cadence to meet, especially given that these games are all both in pre-alpha and alpha. So the news isn't always necessarily there. So trying to make 4 episodes a month is challenging. So we will continue on doing that. We just don't promise we're going to do 4 of those a month. They will be replaced by some other content that we're going to talk about going forward. The change will help us be a little bit more responsive to the news than we have been. So, because right now, the way it works is something happens, and I say to Sechari, hey, when can we record? And then he looks on his calendar, and it's usually like 4 days out, and then
it's my fault.
And then something,
always.
Well, no, then something happens, and I delay it a day, and then you delay it a day. So, and then there's 2 or 3 days of you editing. So, we're hoping to avoid that. So, why don't you tell us, like, for the first thing that we're going to start doing, which is really cool and requires 0 editing, which I think you're going to love.
Also 0 effort, right?
Right. Well, no, there'll be effort.
No. Yes, there will be some effort. Okay, so Mox and I have spoken at length about, this is where this all comes from. We'd like to do some other things. And one of those is going to be some live streaming, but not on Twitch. Right. We've all both dabbled in live streaming on Twitch. We would like to do it for this channel purposes here on YouTube. So here and there, we thought, why not do live streams where we cover kind of like a response or thinking through like a review video. You see a lot of these out there. I know, for instance, a good example of this is Asmongold, right? Who does this, constantly with other things and posts them to YouTube.
Right.
But watch some content creators video, and there's been a lot of good ones recently. Where we're able to just do it. We proceed through the video, we pause it, we offer thoughts and feedback,
right.
Think it through with it, right, and then continue and just let that be a live stream, however long that takes.
Yep.
People can join us for that if they would like to. It'll be live, so if there's any comments or thoughts that people offer in chat, by all means we'll respond. It'll be great just to hang out, and those will be a playlist on our channel.
Yep.
So
can I tease our planned first stream?
Sure, absolutely.
So our last week, a very controversial video got released by Narc, and we will be commenting on that. Maybe we'll talk about it in the stream itself, but one of the things that Sechari and I have pledged to do in those, and I should have mentioned it when we were talking about the topic, is that we're going to attack the arguments, not the persons, not the people. Yes. We respect everybody who creates content in both these spaces, and we don't want to attack them personally. The goal is going to be to either agree or disagree with what they have to say, with hopefully some good, solid reasons as to why.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have fun, right? We'll just enjoy talking about it together. It'll be a blast. So join us. We would love for you to be there. Stay tuned, especially to our social media. That is where we will let you know the time and obviously here on the Disparate Worlds channel, but at least the time as to when that's going to happen. So that's one of the forms.
Yep. Next.
What about another one?
Next, yes. we have what we're going to be calling briefs, and briefs are, by their description, is describing their length and their function.
And not Narc's underwear.
Right. I was going to say that, and you stole that from me. I was going to say it does not involve Steven's face on underwear, but...
Right. Hey, those are my dad jokes, sir.
So a good example of this is the Baz Flash. But we're not going to necessarily be trying to do it all in 60 seconds, but it's going to be a short form news type of thing. I will be recording the Ashes, I'll be recording the Pantheon ones, and Sechari will be recording the Ashes ones. That's just going to be a quick, hey, this happened here, this video dropped and this bit of news is in there kind of thing. If you follow Damone Kim, that's again another type of example of one of those that we're going to have there. So the idea is to get the news out there quickly, because currently, as I mentioned, it usually ends up being 4 or 5 or 6 days after something happens that we get a video out talking about the news and our topic that is really MMO centric, and it's a further discussion, but we missed kind of hitting on the news, so these will hopefully fill that gap. All of these things will be separate playlists on our YouTube channel.
Yes, so that way, if you don't care about some of it, you can just zoom in on the playlist you essentially care about.
Right.
And, if you just want short, up-to-date videos that are very news responsive about, maybe between 2 minutes and 10 minutes, maybe on one of the games, you can by all means tune into that. Whatever works, right? Yep. So there's some benefits to offering a few more different kinds of content on our channel. One is that, as we've mentioned, would be much more news responsive. We can't promise to have a video out within a couple hours. But within a day, maybe a couple days, much better than we're doing now, right? Where it's 4 days, sometimes a week. We're always the last ones to put some commentary out there. This way, at least there's going to be something real soon. And so that's one of the deals. I think another benefit is a broader appeal. I think there are some people that don't like talking heads as a format. And our growth has been slow, and maybe this will help us out. I'd love to see, if we can, begin to grow a little faster, kind of pick up some traction. So there's that. And there is another benefit that appeals to me, and that's the ability to dig a little deeper, right? Right now, we have committed to 15 minutes. Ironically, we always go like 30 minutes or 40 minutes anyway, and have to gloss over a lot of stuff just because we cannot comment on everything out there. Those of you who've been with us for a long time will remember we used to drop news, here's the news. We had a whole segment about the news, and we've stopped doing that recently. We get right into the topics now. This time we're going to bring that back, just in a completely different format, so we can go into forum posts, where the devs actually do a forum post, or if there's a forum discussion going on in the community that is worth visiting, we can mention that. If Steven drops a tweet or Joppa drops a tweet, right, we're able to jump right on those and get some news out there, and maybe call some attention to it and get a discussion going, maybe in our Discord. Lots of good things coming.
Yep.
So many benefits.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So definitely look forward to that stuff. And as always, check us out on our socials at facebook.com/disparateworlds, on Twitter @disparateworlds, our website disparateworlds.org, and our Patreon, which is patreon.com/disparateworlds. In addition, on our website and in the description is a link to our Discord. Please join us there.
I'm gonna make sure and get tongue-tied with Disparate Worlds. Saying so much.
Talent.
I certainly would. Talent. Oh, there he goes, guys. That'll be it for us this episode. Thanks for tuning in. I know this was a short one. We just wanted to put an update out there to keep you all informed as to what's going on. That way at least you are not surprised when we do something new. Drop a comment. We'd love to hear from you. What do you think about our new format? Thoughts? We'd love your feedback. By all means, tune in. Let us know. The like and subscribe thing, again, reminder on that. The notification bell. That way you don't miss all of this good stuff that is coming your way. Take care of yourselves, friends. Remember always to be immovable in your principles and irresistible in your passion.